when the bell finally rang. America loves winners. We love the sound of applause, the glow of stadium lights, the belief that strength is permanent and success is earned forever. We put champions on posters and convince ourselves they are different from us. Stronger, tougher, untouchable. But every champion eventually hears the same sound, the bell. And when it rings for the last time, no one prepares you for the silence that follows. This is the story of a man who learned that the hardest fight doesn't happen in the ring, and the woman who refused to leave him when everything he believed about himself collapsed. Chapter 1. A Childhood Built on Survival. Marcus Reed was born into noise. Sirens outside his bedroom window, shouting in the hallways, doors slamming, fists meeting flesh long before he understood what violence really was. South Chicago didn't raise dreamers, it raised survivors. Marcus never met his father. His mother worked 2 jobs, sometimes 3. Her love real but exhausted. She did her best, but fear lived in their apartment like an extra roommate. By the time Marcus turned 10, he already knew when to run and when to stand his ground. At 12, he threw his first punch. At 13, he learned how much power lived inside his hands. Fighting wasn't a choice, it was language. Chapter 2. The Gym That Saved Him. The boxing gym smelled like sweat, dust, and old leather. Marcus wandered inside one rainy evening, bruised and angry, running from a fight he barely won. An old coach, with a gravelly voice, watched him hit a heavy bag like he was trying to break it in half. "You angry?" the coach asked. Marcus nodded. "Good," the man said. "Anger makes power. Discipline makes champions." That night, Marcus found structure for the first time in his life. Rules, timers, respect. Boxing gave him a place to put his rage without letting it destroy him. Chapter 3. Becoming Iron Reed. Years passed. Marcus trained harder than anyone else in the gym. He ran before sunrise, skipped meals, pushed through pain other fighters complained about. Pain felt familiar. By 20, he was winning amateur tournaments. By 24, he turned professional. The wins came fast. Knockouts, technical dominance, cold focus. The media gave him a name, Iron Reed. Undefeated, silent, ruthless. Fans loved the mystery. Reporters tried to break him open with questions. Marcus never gave them anything. He believed emotions made you weak. Chapter 4. Loneliness behind the spotlight. Success came with money, fame, and endless hotel rooms. Marcus traveled constantly. Cities blurred together. Applause faded the moment he left the arena. There were women, parties, temptations. None of it mattered. When Marcus lay awake at night, the silence was louder than the crowd had ever been. He told himself this was the price of greatness. Chapter 5. The Diner in Cleveland. The night he met Emily Carter wasn't special. No cameras, no reporters, no bright lights. Just a small diner outside Cleveland. Rain tapping against the windows, and Marcus nursing a bruised jaw after another easy win. Emily sat nearby, reading a book, completely uninterested in the sports highlights on TV. When Marcus dropped his fork, it slid across the floor toward her. She picked it up and handed it back. "You fight for a living," she said calmly. Marcus looked at her, surprised. Yeah, how'd you know? She shrugged. You carry pain like it's part of your job. Something about her honesty disarmed him. They talked until the diner closed. Chapter 6. A Woman Who Didn't See a Champion. Emily was a physical therapist. She worked with people rebuilding their lives after injury. She believed healing was about patience, not toughness. She didn't ask Marcus about belts or money. She asked about his childhood, his fears, his nightmares. Marcus found himself answering. For the first time, someone wasn't trying to take something from him. Chapter 7. Love That Grew Quietly. Their relationship didn't explode into passion. It grew slowly. Coffee dates, long walks, quiet dinners. Emily taught Marcus how to rest without guilt. Marcus learned that vulnerability didn't make him weak. He fell in love, deeply and unexpectedly, and that terrified him. Chapter 8. The Price of Staying Undefeated. As Marcus climbed higher, the fights got harder. Headaches lingered longer. Reflexes slowed. Doctors warned him. Emily noticed things Marcus tried to hide. You don't have to do this forever, she said. One more fight, Marcus promised. Then I'm done. Chapter 9. Madison Square Garden. The biggest fight of his life. Millions watching. Marcus entered the ring focused, calm, ready. In the 9th round, a perfectly timed uppercut changed everything. Light, darkness, silence. Marcus collapsed. The bell rang, useless. Chapter 10. Waking Up Broken. Marcus woke up days later in a hospital. Doctors spoke carefully. Severe brain trauma. Permanent damage. Career over. His right arm trembled. His memory slipped. The champion was gone. Chapter 11. Pushing love away. Marcus sank into depression. I'm nothing, he told Emily. You deserve better. Emily refused to leave. I didn't love your fists, she whispered. I loved you. Chapter 12. The Longest Recovery. Rehabilitation was brutal. Learning to trust his body again. Learning patience. Learning humility. Marcus failed more than he succeeded. Emily stayed through it all. Chapter 13. Redefining Strength. Marcus realized strength wasn't about domination. It was about endurance, about showing up when quitting felt easier. Chapter 14. A New Dream. Marcus opened a small gym in his old neighborhood. He taught kids discipline, respect, hope. Emily watched him find purpose again. Chapter 15. A New Life Begins. One evening, Emily took his hand. I'm pregnant. Marcus cried. For the first time, the future didn't scare him. Final chapter. When the bell finally rang, life slowed down. Morning coffee, laughter, family. Marcus still heard the bell in his dreams. But now it didn't call him to fight. It called him home. Because the greatest victory of his life wasn't won in a ring. It was one when he learned that love doesn't leave when the cheering stops. The end.